They gon' love me for my ambition.
What's up, y'all? So today is gonna be my first nail video. I'm super excited. My nails are already removed and prepped and everything. I did film how I removed my previous set of nails. I'll put a picture of what my nails looked like before right here. But today we're gonna be doing a nude and lace set. Super cute, super simple in my opinion. We will be using Kiara Sky Jelly Tip nails. My favorite nails to the point where I have coffin long, I have coffin medium, and I have stiletto medium. Definitely invest in these nails because they will make your life so much easier. I promise you that. And my nails are dry, but just ignore it. I have eczema. So I'm being super vulnerable. Hit that like button for my vulnerability. Before I do my nails, I like to figure out my color scheme. I want to do a nude color. I think I'm going to go with this nude, which is the Kiara Sky Bear With Me cream. To get the perfect nude, I will just mix this with a little bit of white because I want a lighter nude. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then let's go ahead and pick our lace. So I will do a haul with all of my stuff one day. Well, I want to do a black lace today. So, no. Or this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. All right, now that we have our colors, now it's time to pick out your nail sizes. I feel like this is a very important step because if you don't pick the right size, then your nails will either lift, break. My thumbs are ones. So, you put the nail to your finger. Make sure it fits from sidewall. These are your sidewalls. From end to end. So sidewall to sidewall. So the cuticles, oh, I have gel on my, the cuticles here don't fit my fingers because these are very round. My cuticles are kind of like squarish. So I will show you how to kind of fix, you know, a tip if it don't work for you. But this fits me sidewall to sidewall, and I won't have any lifting or any spacings. If you don't pick the right nail as well, it can actually cause you to have a fungus on your nails because you're allowing air and oils and dirt and water to get trapped underneath your nails, and that's not cute. Put them aside, put them in order of your fingers so it's easier to grab when you're ready. All right, so you're gonna grab your drill again. You can do this with a hand file. I honestly recommend you just investing in a drill, just because you're gonna find that you're gonna need it for a lot of different things. So I'm gonna be using, I think this is called a diamond bit. I'm not sure. This is what it looks like. A diamond bit to etch the inside of the nails. Only etch the inside up to the point of where your nails are gonna be covered, right? So I'm only gonna etch the nail up until right here. Just right here, because that's where my nail is. You don't need to etch the whole nail, one, because it's unnecessary, two, too much work, and three, it's really not gonna do anything, so there's no point in doing it. You only wanna etch the part of the nail that's gonna be touching your nail to make it adhere better. Does it make sense? Hit that like button if it makes sense. So all you're really doing, again, is guessing. I'm used to this by now, but if you don't know how far to go up, I would recommend just starting at the bottom. And if you're not sure if you went high enough, you could just check it. See? Did you go high enough? I'd go a little bit higher. Make sure you get the corners. UV and LED is very harsh on the skin. You could cause skin cancer and all of that jazz. So make sure you're protecting yourself first and foremost. This is from Mellow Susie. Everything that I use in this video will be literally in the description box. You just checked it out. 99.9% of the things I get is from Amazon. Another thing that is super handy with the Kiara Sky Jelly Tips kit is the handy dandy lamp that it comes with. It's a flash cure LED lamp, right? And this is what it looks like. This is a game changer. I highly recommend that you buy the kit that comes with the lamp, the tips, and the bottles that I'm about to show you. The step bottles. Because that's everything you need to have a successful set. Along with that lamp, I do recommend a full-size lamp. Now that your tips are etched and your gloves are on, time for the steps. So Kiara Sky so graciously have the steps numbered. So we're going to be putting on the prep. Then we're going to be putting on the primer, which is number 2. And then we're going to put on the builder gel, which is number 3. So the prep is basically a dehydrator. So if you honestly don't want to get the kit and you just want to get the nails and the, you know, the LED flash cure separately, you can. And you could just buy a dehydrator and a primer separately. You totally can. Nothing wrong with that. But, you know, I like continuity and I just like getting everything together. So if you have problems with lifting and stuff, that's probably a step that you're skipping. All right, time for primer. This also helps in ensuring that your nails are staying. And I'm also gonna slightly rub this into my nails. All right, and then the last step is the builder. This stuff is important. I literally bought like 4 bottles at this point because I use this a lot. Put a thin layer just to cover your nail. This is what's gonna help adhere the jelly tips to your nails. It also gives you a nice like layer of protection. I feel like this builder gel honestly helps strengthen my nails. And again, this is when the big curing lamp comes into play, because you see how I kind of supplied this to all my nails? I could just pop this into the lamp. If you don't have a big lamp, you're gonna have to do this individually and just use this by itself. Not a bad thing, it's just more time consuming. So the back of the bottle says secure for 30 seconds. So that is what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to grab the nail. And like I said, builder gel is super important because you're also going to put builder gel in the areas that you etched. But you're just going to put some exactly where you etched it. Right? And you're not going to put it all the way to the cuticle. The reason why is because it's going to flood the cuticle anyway. So if you just put a little bit just like that, it'll be able to push down. So I'll show you what I mean. And you're going to put your your flash and cure lamp on. You're going to put it on like that. And you're going to squeeze it down. You see how it's like flooding? Make sure it's straight. And then you're going to pop it into the lamp. Like so. And after a few seconds, you can let it go because it's on at this point, and you're just going to let it cure properly. Just so you can take a look at the nail. Kind of rotate it. There goes your nail. It is on, looking good, feeling strong. What I like about the Kiara Sky tips is that they're very strong. You don't need to put anything additional on it. These won't break or anything like that. If you do feel like they're a little bit thin, the stiletto ones feel a little thin to me. You could always put 2 layers of the builder gel on top of it for added strength. Simple and easy. So remember when I said that my cuticle, the tips on the cuticle doesn't fit me properly? Well, I simply just shape them. So just knowing the shape of your cuticles will help you do this step. But I just lightly just add some shape to it. So the thumb is where you can probably see this process easier. Start at the cuticle, and then you see the gel moving. Make sure there's no air bubbles. Make sure the nail is straight. I just saw a bubble and I just took it out. So it should look as clear as that. And pop it in the lamp. So now we're just going to buff the surface of the nails. I'm using my 100 by 180 file to remove any excess gel I got on my cuticles. And I'm also using my Kiara Sky 5-in-1 fine bit. If you're not familiar with the drills, we'll talk about it in another video. But I'm just using some alcohol and removing all the dust and debris so we can get ready for polishing. So remember when I said that I'm going to be mixing my colors? So I'm mixing the Kiara Sky Bear With Me with my Amelie gel polish, white gel polish in the color 11 and the number 11. And I'm using my Makartt brush in the number 6 to help me apply the polish. I actually enjoyed this brush. I'll leave it down below. So we have ourselves a cup of acetone just to help clean up around the cuticles. That's how you really like get it nice and crisp when you make mistakes and stuff. So I'm just showing you that the pinky I did black because we're going to be doing a chrome polish. And I did about 3 coats of this too. So I was going to do the nails matte, and I ended up changing my mind at the very end, but whatever. And the pinky nail, I used the Makartt top coat because that's what you do when you want to do a chrome nail. So now I'm going to be using my Makartt nail art foil glue. This is my favorite foil glue to date. So this was hard to show on camera. I'm going to get my angles right, I promise. But I'm doing like a little slanted thing. That's how the foil is going to be. You're going to see it at the end. But I just used the detail brush to kind of do that. And then I'm sizing out my foils and applying my nail foil glue and curing for a full 60 seconds. That's important. And then I'm going to be applying the nail foil and then using a silicone tool to kind of smush it down. You can use your fingers as well. I just think the silicone tool just like gets into the grooves a little bit better. And then you'll see what I'm talking about, like how I did like a slanted type of design. It came out so good. So yeah, that's what I was doing. And then this nail is going to be a full lace nail. And if you find that when you're trying to peel off the foil and it's not like coming off correctly, not transferring correctly, you could just continue to rub it off. That's why I like to peel it off slowly so it doesn't get an opportunity to get ruined. And it came out so pretty. So now I'm picking up my rose gold glitters and I'm making sure it matches to my rose gold chrome. And it does. It looks good. And remember, we already have top coats on this one, a no wipe top coat, by the way. And then I'm just using the applicator in my fingers to kind of smush the chrome powder in. And now I'm using my favorite rhinestone glue from Makartt per usual. Literally, my gems never fall off with this stuff. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Now, and I'm also using this tool, rhinestone picker. It'll be in the description bar on Amazon. I'm learning how to be in frame when applying gems. I have to be super close to my face, so I didn't really show this process, but I promise I'll get better. Just stick with me. Just stick with me. And I'm using my favorite top coat ever by Poochie's Nails. It's such a gel-like top coat. It's amazing. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Now, here's the final look. I love these nails. They came out so good, so elegant, but spicy at the same time. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.